Sean, Katie, Sean. Now, if you watched our last Hawkeye video, I went on a bit of a rant. Tiny bit of a rant
about Spider-Man.
About Spider-Man. Not about Spider-Man, but about the conditions in which we were forced to watch Spider-Man. And it was mainly due to the people around us. Yeah. It does happen a lot in America, and I've seen it in America, and it seems a lot worse.
I like watching the reaction videos, the American reaction videos, but I don't like being in it.
No, we're not animals, for God's sake.
I think I would like it if it was a second time round for the experience, I wouldn't mind it. Yeah. But
because I went to see Infinity War and Endgame when they came out, straight away, and the place was just sat in silence.
You don't want to miss anything, do you? And
no,
it's just...
every little line is important. But the big one for me was this one. So this is the official teaser for the Multiverse of Madness, which was the
it was like the very end, wasn't it?
Yeah, the very post-credit scene, the very end post-credit scene, and it drove me mad because when it got to the bit where Doctor Strange was going to say something, everyone was too busy cheering, so I couldn't hear what he said. Now it's probably nothing. But I want to hear him talk.
I know. I want to see if they've done the same thing with his voice that they did in the series, because he kind of had like a weird...
Yeah, like a weird, creepy voice.
Yeah.
But he's also protecting the thing.
The box.
Yeah, the box that's got Killmonger and Ultron fighting each other.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
I want to know, if that's him after his universe has all imploded, or if it's during, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If it's while he's on it, trying to gain power.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch this. Like I said, we've already seen it, so this isn't our first reactions, but this is the first we've seen it without any
plebs.
Yeah.
Making noise and screaming and going.
So we'll see what we can spot. See what Easter eggs we can spot.
I just love hearing him talk.
Yeah.
He's just so it just sounds cool. That's in the series as well. I didn't notice that before.
There is no other way.
But I never meant for any of this to happen.
Huh. So that must be... I think that's
Christine.
Is that Doctor Strange?
Oh. I thought you just meant...
I mean, I know it's Christine.
Wanda.
Oh, there she is. Wonder how much time passed since WandaVision.
And people were hurt.
I'm not here to talk about Westview.
Then what are you here for?
I need your help.
With
That's-
what?
What do you know about the multiverse?
Oh, cool, everything just looks cool.
I thought the first Doctor Strange blew my mind. Can't imagine watching this.
Love how Mordo is in it.
You understand. The greatest threat to our universe.
God, this looks so cool.
Is you.
Is you.
Things just got out of hand.
Oh my god.
God, I love stuff like that. See, that's why I wanted to hear what he said. Awesome.
God.
Everything's awesome.
So yeah, is that because he hasn't got the cape on from the series? Is that the same Doctor Strange? I saw some stuff where people were like, that's not
That Doctor Strange.
that Doctor Strange from the series. That there's going to be a third Doctor Strange. That's the bad version of
him.
himself. But there's the other. What was he called? Supreme
Supreme Strange.
Supreme Strange, which was the one from the series. If
The
that
thing
makes
is that
sense.
I love about this, right, and it's really amazing, is that it's made the series must watch. You have to see the series to get everything that's happening here. Whether it's because that might not be that it might not be Supreme Strange. I mean, the Watcher did say now basically your job is just to watch the box. Like your punishment is you're stuck in this universe by yourself, and
Yeah.
that's the consequences of your actions. I warned you, you didn't listen. That's the consequences. But even if they reference him when you watch it, people who haven't seen that won't know what the
get it.
reference is. Same with WandaVision. Like people who haven't seen WandaVision won't know what Westview is. And it's like it's made the series important, and I hope all the films that follow this
Do the same.
do the same thing.
Yeah. I think as well, like, everyone went into it. I know some people still have, like, some people still don't. I know there's still, like, a lot of people that don't like WandaVision. Personally, I don't get why, but...
Well, I know why people were basically saying that the first, like, 3 episodes were just filler episodes. I get that. But at the same time, it's still a business. They still have to make money. So they have to make, entertainment not just for we who want to see, her and her really cool Scarlet Witch. We don't want to just see Evan Peters showing up out of nowhere.
But I think, like you said, though, like, you have to have watched it, and this is the thing we've been trying to get Mum and Noah to watch, because Mum hasn't watched it yet, is there when you see her, like, meditating, obviously, like, at the end of WandaVision, she takes Darkhold, and she's reading it, which is, like, a big deal, and obviously that's going to be, like, have a big impact on her character. So it's like, but people won't get that if they haven't watched it.
The crazy thing is that Doctor Strange rapidly has become one of my favourite characters. And obviously you know this, and hopefully if you know me at all, you know that Doctor Strange is one of my favourites, because he's more than just a hero. He's like, I wouldn't even know how to describe him. He is like the ultimate defence that we've got. He doesn't just protect time and space and Earth, he protects
reality.
everything.
Yeah.
So there's people in other universe, like in other worlds and that don't even know what he's doing. Like Spider-Man and Iron Man had never even heard of him. It's like, well, that's how important he is. But then the addition of like Supreme Strange and how cool he was in that What If episode. Well, the last one especially, when he was saving them all, and Ultron basically went, "It's you. You're the one I've got to kill," and it was like.
No, that's the thing. That's like the thing with What If. It was just very like goofy. It was definitely like, I would say, targeted more for kids. But there were a few episodes that were just
purely for the fans.
And you just like, they were just better. Like, for me, they were better than like some scenes in some of the movies. Like that whole episode with Doctor Strange. I think it was the 3rd episode. Was it?
Something like that, yeah.
It was really early on, but it was so like sad and like dark and depressing. But then it had like his ascension to like getting power was just crazy.
Like that bit where he spoke to the Watcher was kind of like, that broke my mind when he was able to speak to the Watcher, and it was like. But the thing is with that is he isn't even necessarily a bad guy. He's acting selfishly, which isn't what a good guy does.
Yeah.
But he's not a bad guy. He's trying to save the woman. Of course he's gonna.
I know.
Of course he would.
He's tragic more than anything, and he does end up helping. He ends up saving like not even just the universe, but
I love that as well.
all of the universes.
At the end of that penultimate episode, when he basically just goes, "I knew you would come back," and you're like, he shows up and he's got like his monster shadow and it's all shrinking down. Ugh, that's awesome.
No, it's just.
Is that his face? That's his face. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's the Watch from the first.
Yeah.
From the movie, isn't it?
Yeah. So
this is very reminiscent of that episode
yeah,
when he basically breaks
the universe.
reality.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was what he pretty much did in Spider-Man, innit? It made it seem like he broke everything, but why making everyone forget who Peter Parker was ultimately fixed it.
Yeah.
So my thing is this his universe or is this Supreme Strange's universe?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I don't understand unless he maybe tries, because we see Christine looking like she's getting married.
Yes,
And obviously,
she's
she's
walking
not.
down the aisle.
She's not getting married to him. I think we can all agree that it's not him she's getting married to.
No. Which is why I was sort of like, this is Supreme Strange, or
A different version.
she's not even marrying him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, she's not marrying him.
Yeah.
But my thing is, okay, so maybe is he maybe going to try and do a similar thing that Supreme Strange did, in the fact that he's gonna try and, like fix.
Fix something.
Yeah, is he maybe gonna try and like fix his relationship with her?
Yeah, he's got the eye there.
Yeah.
Which
He was wearing it in Spider-Man as well.
was he?
I mentioned that to you. Because he's not obviously not got the time stone, but he's still wearing the eye. I think he was wearing it in Spider-Man. There was something he was wearing it in.
Yeah. The other thing as well is that Wong is obviously, who is this woman? Do we know who she is?
Can't say.
This
that I
teenage person is. So there's Wong, who is the Sorcerer Supreme. Is it time to start talking about maybe Wong dying? Because Doctor Strange has to be the Sorcerer Supreme. I don't care. But
Well, I think that was more of a jokey thing in
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Obviously, in Spider-Man, the joke was that when Strange blipped, Wong took over as Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
I think surely Strange would take over.
well, apparently not.
Surely, because I mean, Wong's going all over the place, isn't he? He's doing all this crazy stuff. So
So I like how he's basically going to get Wanda,
yeah.
which means he was keeping an eye on her in any case.
Sooner or later, you'd show
But
up.
why wouldn't he? I wonder if they're going to address the
I
fact
made mistakes, and people.
if they're going to address why he didn't stop Westview.
Yeah.
Maybe this is like right after. So
Yeah.
maybe it'll explain why he didn't have time.
So where is that?
Does that not look similar to like? Oh no.
The other thing as well is that the great thing about this trailer is that it's very heavily, you've got Mordo, who's basically Caecilius. Although Caecilius was the bad guy in the first one and it was Mads Mikkelsen. In the comics, it's Mordo who becomes Caecilius.
Yeah.
And obviously at the end of the last Doctor Strange, he was killing that guy who had magic, who used magic to fix his legs. So
Yeah.
I love how Mordo and most of them are basically going, the biggest threat that we're facing at the minute is you. Not this you,
Another
other you. And it's like, that's cool because it's like, yes, Doctor Strange is this sort of paragon of protection and he's trying to help everyone. So what happens if you have the opposite of that, which is he's trying to kill everyone, and it's like, who do you get to stop him?
Yourself.
Yourself. Yeah.
That was the cool part about that episode as well. It's the fact the only person that could stop Strange was himself, and even then he couldn't even do it.
Stephen.
Which is again, it adds another layer to Mordo, because Caecilius wasn't the best of villains. It was Dormammu who was the big villain, wasn't it? And even then, Dormammu wasn't all that important of a character in that film. But it makes Mordo out to be he doesn't want to hurt Strange, but he understands that if he goes bad, they're all knackered.
screwed. Yeah.
So when ultimately, I hope it is Supreme Strange. I really hope it is Supreme Strange, because then you've got the best version of Doctor Strange against the worst version. And
Even then, though, he's not technically the worst version, is he? That's the thing. That's the complex thing about it. He's not. He might be the villain of that story, but he's not a bad guy.
He's not wholeheartedly evil. But even then, it's like, you would understand him wanting to escape that place.
Mm-hmm.
You understand.
So something I saw someone point out
Yeah.
on Instagram, if you go back, it's the fact that fingers are going black. Do you know, like how Agatha, because obviously she's been reading the Dark World and her fingers were like black, weren't they?
Yeah.
So I saw someone point that out in was it Instagram or Twitter? That was just like it's like slowly the Dark World's like taken over. Oh, whatever you
cool.
call it.
But it's weird. It's weird that she's not featured much in this trailer.
Well, I mean, supposedly she's kind of like the bad guy in the trailer. Not in the trailer, in the movie. She's like a bad guy. Apparently her and Doctor Strange are going to have a fight.
I'll be more than
There's
happy
all
to see
sorts
that.
of stuff, isn't there, that were announced. I mean, supposedly,
He's wearing handcuffs there.
yeah.
Wearing handcuffs.
But you remember, like, stuff about, like, Wanda having a fight with, like, Charles Xavier and stuff?
Yeah.
There were all sorts of stuff that were, like, supposedly going to happen in this movie, so
Yeah.
who knows?
So that looks like an attack on one of the sanctums, isn't it? What
Yeah.
is that though? It's got horns.
Who knows? Is that strange there?
No, I don't
No,
think it
that
is.
could just be another student, couldn't it?
To our
So the magic he's using there is red,
Mm-hmm.
which straight away makes you think of Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. I mean, he still uses red magic, but I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
universe.
But there, though, that is again something that Supreme Strange
Yeah.
does, because he obviously absorbs beings, doesn't he? That's like how he gets his power.
Yeah, but I don't
So-
think this is Supreme Strange.
No, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious at how they're going to incorporate it, and if it is that version of him.
I hope it is, because he was a really good character, and I don't want the What If series to be the last of him.
I know, but I feel like he could still come into it, but this could just be, that could be a different.
Yeah.
There could be 3 versions of him, if that makes sense.
This looks like one of the things. I know it's just random tentacles, but it looks like something similar to what he absorbed anyway. Supreme
in the
Strange. Yeah. I don't think it is that thing, because it was more like the Hydra from the first episode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or stuff like that.
Just creates a saw. That's cool.
Yeah. So the evidence against this being Supreme Strange is that Supreme Strange didn't have a sanctum.
No, it was
It was
literally
just
just
like
an
a-
empty pocket, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just like a flaw.
The
So
thing is, though, when I first saw this, I thought it looked a bit like, do you know Kang's castle? I guess you would say in the Loki series.
Mm,
Later, when they're like, you see them both of them, it looks a bit like that. I don't know.
yeah.
Do you think that looks a bit like it? Maybe not.
Is you.
Things just got out of hand.
You're right, because he doesn't have the cloak on there, and obviously Supreme Strange has like the big points on it.
But also, it looks. I know it's like really picky, but Supreme Strange in the series, like, he got like considerably thinner. He had
His
like
jaw was much
he had
tighter.
like bags. He just looked.
Yeah.
He looked more evil, really. I guess you would say. He just doesn't.
Yeah.
If it was me and I was gonna do like Supreme Strange and regular Strange, I would make sure that it was all
Yeah.
done so it's obvious that it's a different version of himself.
Yeah. I mean, that is still obvious that it's a different version of him.
Oh yeah, but you know what I mean. It'd make it like.
Yeah. Make it much more obvious that it
Yeah.
was Supreme Strange.
That's why I'm thinking, is it actually him or is it
Just the
making us
purely
think
bad
it's him?
version of him.
Yeah.
Because, like we said,
Because maybe they're just going to do a similar thing that they did in What If, in that he, say, like, Christine's marrying someone else, and so he tries to stop it somehow.
yeah.
Starts breaking his own universe, creates a bad version of himself that he then has to fight.
Yeah.
Similar to the What If.
It's just weird that it's not it doesn't feel like it's this Doctor Strange that's causing any issues. It feels like this movie's almost going to be like everyone's against this Doctor Strange because they think that he is that version. Say if it's whether it's Supreme Strange or like just bad Strange, Dark Strange or whatever one you want to call him. They're after him because they think it's him. So if he's breaking his universe, maybe his ultimate plan is to escape there, go to their universe, but then he starts ruining their universe as well, which is something that Doctor Strange has to fix.
Yeah.
Which is why he goes to someone like Wanda, maybe Loki, maybe the X-Men. You know,
But
things like that is. It's just the question is who's the bad guy in this film, because there's a lot of sort of who's and what's and why's and where's and.
That's the thing, and obviously, again, it's very Marvel. They show you bits to appease the fans, but this is going to end up being nothing about
No.
like this will be like a handful of scenes.
Yeah.
This won't be anything major.
This will be the first half an hour of the film.
Yeah, like Wanda. I always imagine Wanda would have a big part in this movie.
Especially after WandaVision.
Yeah.
She seemed like she was a lot more determined to be like, you know, something scary.
Yeah. Thing is, though, as well, the fact they've called it Multiverse of Madness, to me, it's it can't be as simple as
There's just two universes.
yeah. There has to be more than that. It
It
has.
is. The thing that I read when it first came out was that some of the big ones was Nightmare was the villain, but then a lot of people were also saying that he was going to end up being Nightmare, which would tie in with that. You know, the likes of him going to crazy universes where the heroes are the people who were originally fancied for it. So like Tom Cruise as Iron Man and Brad
Yeah.
Pitt as Thor and stuff like that. You'd see like those. So then you've got your sort of you get it. It's like that Matt Damon thing in Thor. But whether or not that does happen, again, this this film wants to be around 2 and 3/4 hours long. It has to be, because I think every Doctor Strange film now should be around that long. If it's got him in it, it needs to be around that long, because Benedict Cumberbatch is a national treasure.
I'm just curious. But I don't know. I want the multiverse to become more prevalent in the Marvel universe. But I feel like after Spider-Man, and spoiler alert, I mean we've already talked about it, but obviously it's like
They fix it.
not only does he fix it, but the implication is that the multiverse can't.
Just happen.
No, like one, it has to be broken, and two, it like damages all of the universes if it's open in the way it was.
Yeah, but the other thing about that is as well is that when he cast that spell that fixed everything, he forgot who Spider-Man was. So surely then he would forget the spell that he cast.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So then how does he then know that he broke the universe by casting the spell that he doesn't remember himself casting?
you're asking the next level questions. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, I believe Benedict Cumberbatch could protect us from all the evils. But especially after WandaVision and after Loki especially,
No.
that's sort of like
I want to say
the multiverse has to happen. It has to be a thing that is
Oh yeah.
like.
Well, I mean, the
now on.
multiverse is a thing because of Loki, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the big deal.
So surely this film, if it's about the multiverse and it's about, you know, whatever, this is going to give us our next look at Kang. Surely, because
I mean,
by all accounts, Kang is the next big villain, isn't he?
I would say so. Yeah.
Like in terms of Thanos level, Kang probably outranks Thanos as well. But it just depends. That was our opinions of this teaser trailer. Tell us your theories. Tell us what you think. Tell us some things that you noticed, and we'll try and talk back to you. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm excited. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say? I'll try my
You're
best.
so gross.
I tried my best to hold up with it.
I hope we get Loki in this.
I hope we do as well. It would be a nice moment.
I know, having Loki back, it'd be cute.
Thank you for watching.
I need to know.